Try chocolates, wheat chocolates, awesome.
Welcome back to all the viewers. Second game of the day on this really beautiful outfield. We're all set. Welcome back, Anu, for the afternoon show. How do you feel today?
Very good afternoon to you, Prasad, and all the viewers. It's a wonderful day here. Another exciting game brewing up at the picturesque Atlanta Palmares cricket ground, and we are getting ready to see California Waves take on Lone Star Dragons in our second marquee game of the day. Prasad, it was a very exciting first game this morning,
Oh
and
my
we
god,
saw Central Cardinals play the DC Capitals, and Central Cardinals batting first scored 139, I thought, which was a competitive score considering all the conditions, but DC Capitals made small weather of it.
Absolutely. I think the way they got bludgeoned for the runs, I was taken by a surprise, and this was something that I had not anticipated. But here we are, California Waves versus Lone Star Dragons. The Waves have won the toss, and they have elected to bat first. Let's see how this game goes. I am pretty sure even this one is going to be a pretty exciting game. Both teams would go for the wins, especially the first game where California Waves fought hard and lost all the way to. They took the game all the way to the last over and lost there, so they want to turn the table and do something different here. I think we should be all set. Umpires are set. They're checking with each other. We are set. And we are ready for the first ball here. It will be bowled. Left arm, right arm. A full ball. Warm up shot, I could say. Going somewhere between a backward point and a third man region. Batsman took an easy single and settled for it.
In the points table, California Waves have played 2 games and lost both their games. Lone Star Dragons have played 2 games, won 1 and lost 1. So this is a very crucial game for both the teams. It's a must win. East Central Kings in this particular group have played 2 and won 2. It's all getting up to be an exciting contest here.
I think both the teams would want to have something on their table, and they would fight hard for it. Next delivery seems to be going down the legs. Wraps him on the pad. The bowler got excited, but batsman campered through for a single leg by. Here is replay. Yeah, we can clearly
Next
see going down the
delivery
leg.
seems to be going
No
down
interest
the
from umpire
leg.
there. Play moves on.
Chatting to the umpires a little earlier today about the pitch conditions. The pitch is going to even out this afternoon. Very interestingly, all the games, morning games, ended a little early and favored the team batting second. This one's going to be more of an inning contest between bat and ball. Again, California winning the toss. Oh, he's bowled him! Excellent delivery there. Wasn't to the pitch of the ball. Tries to go for a booming heave. Misses it. GM hits it. And that's the first breakthrough for Lone Star Dragons. This is exactly what California did not want.
That was seemed like a little bit of a lazy movement from the batsman going towards the ball. A little bit late on the shot, he completely missed it and got his stumps broken. So going back in the hut, new batsman walking in. He seems to be energetic. Let's see what's in store. 3 balls gone in the first over, and California Waves already 2 for 1.
This is exactly the start that the Lone Star Dragons were for them. They have a soft up, the Lone Star Dragons. The bowling has let them down a little bit in their only loss of the tournament so far. California has to be a little careful here. Again, the new ball doing the talking.
Let's take a look at the replay again. The GM is walking in and see how the batsman responded to him. Stump to stump, little bit of movement. Typical right-handed ball. Back live here.
Hit through the covers. Nice looking shot there. There's a sweeper cover who cuts it. Good confident start there for Rahul. Rahul Gave is the new batsman.
It's going to be tricky for us commentators now. Both the batsmen have first name is Rahul. We'll call Rahul D and Rahul K, I guess. Rahul D.
Hits it on the offside. Oh, beautiful fielding there. Excellent work. Fielding plays such a crucial game in the T20 format. And there you see the fielder diving across. Himanshu, spectacular grab, and then returns it. Just keeps it to a single. Cuts out a short shot boundary. After the end of the first over, it's 4 for 1.
That's the commitment that we're talking about, right? When you're looking for a point, that's what you're looking for. Great fielding.
End of the first over. Again, one of the crucial aspects of the game is going to see how the spinners are going to be bowling, and it looks like there's going to be left arm spin to open the bowling from the walkway street end.
Kadir is the new bowler, number 97 jersey.
The keeper calling for his helmet.
Good decision. Safety first. That's our guidance. Kadir the left arm spin bowling from the other end to complement with GM.
Left armers in this tournament have had a big impact. Lone Star Dragons will be looking for Abdul Qadir to... There you go! Bowled him! Caught in between playing forward and back. Ends up in a nothing shot, and then the ball squeezes through, hits the middle of off stump. That's the second wicket down.
Looks like the ball came inside with the arms and batsman completely misses that. He was probably hoping a ball that would move away from him. Ball did exactly opposite and landed up hitting his off stumps, and the second batsman is back in the hut. Rahul D gets out.
California Waves not starting well at all. They needed to make use of this new ball. As you can see in this nice camera angle, comes down, caught in a double mind, and then ultimately misses it. Again, the left armer striking early for Lone Star Dragons.
You're talking about the left armers making an impact in this game, right? There you see. First ball he bowls, makes the ball move the other way, and gets a wicket for his team. So.
New batsman Vinay Misala. Has been called a no ball there.
That's interesting.
He has to re-bowl that ball.
A free hit on card, umpire just signaling that. The California Waves team is excited in their hut.
Abdul Kader looks a little puzzled here. As you can see from that, it's a big no ball there. Wonderful coverage brought to us by Astral Media as they scamper through for a single here. These pictures brought to us by Astral Media Group. Babar Bhai and team have doing a tremendous job. Aman.
Umpire signaling that it's still a free hit. Batsman acknowledges that. Let's see what Khadir can bowl. Batsman was ready for a full ball and he just connected well, but straight down the carpet all the way to the long on. Just a single scored on a free hit. Pretty good save by Abdul Kadir. Another wide ball sprayed down the leg.
Oh, bowled him again! Again goes for a crazy hike on the leg side. This is not what is needed at this moment, but California Waves throwing it away. Again the left armer Abdul Kader making a difference here.
What is going on here? The batsmen are just going for it, and another good straight ball. Batsman completely misses that, and again ball catches the off stump. Another wicket falls. Ajay goes back in the hut without bothering the scorers. Vijay. Sorry, my apologies. The new batsman in is Ajay. The batsman who got out was Vijay.
Again, this is a tricky situation for California Waves. Suddenly they find themselves in big bother here. We are into the second over, already 3 wickets down in a must-win game. But this is a perfect start for Lone Star Dragons. Abdul Kader has been bowling with a lot of guile throughout the tournament. Starts really well for them. Lone Star Dragons are going to put pressure here, bring the fielders in, put players in catching positions, and they're looking to attack.
Looks like the new incoming batsman was caught off guard. They were not anticipating this kind of a rush to get in the field right in the second over. So they're trying to scamper through, even getting ready to come in and bat. And batsman is getting himself ready on the pitch.
The way they're throwing their wickets away, it's good to have a few batsmen padded up in the hut there.
Looks that way.
But what's required from California's standpoint right now is going to be stitching together a partnership. It's going to be so important here. The next 3 to 4 overs are going to be very crucial here. If they can get 15-20 runs in the next 3 to 4 overs without losing a wicket, start building a platform. We've seen in previous games and how a partnership is built, and that puts the pressure back on the opposition.
This one turned in the direction that batsman were anticipating it, and he decided to defend it, trying to be safe.
Very interesting stance here by the left-hander Ajay Sharma. High back lift with one of the toes pointed towards the bowler. That's the end of the second over. It's 9 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Good successful over by Abdul Kadir. He's happy, and he bowled well. Again, the ball turned on both occasions toward the wrong direction, and batsman did not anticipate that, so he got a good wicket. Let's see if GM continues from this side.
The conditions are very different to what it was yesterday. It was a little sunny with breeze blowing. This time it's overcast. As you see, Rahul played on the offside. The fielder picks it up, returns it. Good cricket all around. What's your assessment of the tournament so far, Prasad? Any pointers that our audience can take from the last 1.5 days?
I think so far so good. I went around and talked to several teams who are playing here in different grounds. They're happy with the playing conditions. They are going to get enough rest. I asked them about the schedule as well in terms of 2 games, and they are happy with it. They don't seem to have any issues with that. Oh, another
Wrapped up. It's going to be a close one, but the umpire is unmoved. We need to take a look at the replay to see. The bowler looks a little disappointed there.
I think yeah, we clearly see all the 3 stumps when the impact was made, so we can safely say that the ball was pitched outside and wrapped him on the pads on down the leg side. So there is nothing that umpire could do about that.
Getting nice swing into the left-hander there. As you see, they scramble through quickly. Direct hit. We do have third umpire referrals for runouts and stumpings, but the batsman looks like he was clearly in there.
No damage done. Single on the cards for California Waves. Oh, he should have dragged his bat. He just walked in.
That's basics of cricket.
Not
The
sure.
first things that we learn is to drag the bat in.
Absolutely. Not sure if one of his foot was up or both feet were grounded. Couldn't tell that during the replay, but that was not good cricket by batsman Ajay.
Hits it through misfield there. That's going to be the first boundary for California Waves. This is exactly what they need. Oh no, it's pulled in. It was a little heavy there, but good chase by the deep fielder. Limits it to just 2 runs there. Saved a certain boundary.
There. That's the previous replay that you just saw. But yeah, that was a powerful cut. Another ball.
Runs it through on the offside now. This is exactly what is needed. Intelligent batting by both Rahul and Ajay. They see that risks are not required at this point of time. They need to turn the strike across to each other to make sure that the momentum keeps going forward.
That is the key, Anup. Rotation of strike. Keep it going. Keep the scoreboard ticking for next 3 to 4 overs. Then assess and put the foot on the accelerator. Change into different gear. That is what the doctors have ordered for them.
Very nicely played there. Nice line and length. GM has started really well here. At the end of the third over, it's 14 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Right on the stumps and end of over. I think we'll go into advertising break. Oh. Back live here on field number 2. Abdul Qadir continues. He's adjusting his field a little bit. And he's gonna bowl to Rahul K. A good leave. He saw that ball going outside the off stump and decided to leave it alone for the moment. Abdul is bowling to his field and as per the conditions required. And batsman waited and played it really late down toward the slip. Misfield by number 45 there. And batsman got an opportunity to score a single by the time the ball was retrieved. Good run, good alert cricket. Happy with that. The change of batsmen and their style of batting is making the bowler change their field, and it's causing a little bit of delay in the game's progress, but that's a part and parcel of the game. Another good ball right on the stumps, and Ajay decided to defend it towards the covered region. No runs on that occasion. Well, Ajay decided to give it a charge for that particular ball, and he went down the pitch, landed up in completely missing the ball. It wrapped him on the pad down the pitch. No harm done. It is an interesting stance for Ajay, the way he points his front toe to the bowler. Had not seen that before. Another pitch and another miss by Ajay, and that would be the end of over 4. California Waves safe on this occasion, but at 15 for 3. Zubair, the new bowler, Zubair Hussain, starting his new over. Going down the leg. Batsman misses it. No opportunity to score any runs there. Oh. Little bit of extra bounce on that occasion for the bowler, but it went straight through. And batsman didn't find another delivery. Batsman backs off, trying to hit it through the point region. Completely misses that on this occasion. And here you can see the captain is trying to instruct the fielders, trying to keep them alert from the slips region. Overall good communication on the pitch conference there between the two batsmen, probably trying to calm the nerves. Here we go. After the 3 dot balls, he Sprayed one down the leg side. Batsman didn't time it, but it went into the vacant region where there was no fielder, and that gave an opportunity for the batsman to score a single. So score moves on. It's 16 for 3 after 4.4 overs. More field adjustments going on. Batsman goes cross batted on this particular occasion, down towards the long on. Himanshu runs really hard and saves more runs. Only a single, despite the misfielding by the fielder at extra cover region. Zubair is getting ready to bowl his next ball. Another miss by the batsman. Intent is right, but at this moment he's not able to make connection of the bat and the ball, and that's probably not a good idea. So good over by Zubair. Only one single from there. So that's 5 overs gone, and the score is 17 for 3 for California Waves. Abdul Qadir continues from his end. A slog sweep on this occasion goes towards the fine leg area. Single scored. Score moves on to 18 for 3. Last over of the power play, and so far from all that we have seen, this is like the one of the lowest scores, I should say, in the power play. Usually this is when batsmen try to capitalize. Here another good ball, a great valiant attempt by the cover fielder. He managed to cut the ball's pace, but a deflection to the point area and an opportunity for batsman to score a single. Great fielding by Himanshu. So far he has shown a great commitment in the field on both sides. Good ball by Kader. Slightly away from the stumps. Lefty would have loved that. His eyes must have lit up. But no run. Another tidy ball. Batsman found the vacant region and could score only a single on that occasion. I am pretty sure the bowler would not mind those singles at all, given that this is a power play over and the score is only 20 for 3 and just one last ball to go in this power play. So interesting turn of events. California Waves lost 3 wickets in first 2 overs and have been kept subdued after that for the rest of the overs. Um, Last ball of the power play coming up. Good length, right on the money, within the stumps. Batsman couldn't do much. And end of the 6th over, 20 for 3. Back live here. Zubair will continue his second over. He bowled an excellent first over. 5 dodge balls and a single in that over. The power play is done, so they can relax their fielding a little bit. And it looks like the fielding team has decided to take advantage of that, and they're packing their boundaries with the 4 fielders, or 3 fielders. 1 fielder is walking away back to the hut. So there is a long on, long off, and a sweeper cover. Batsman advances and places the ball down towards long off and jogs towards the other end to complete a single. So first run of the first ball in Zubair's over. Zubair on this occasion tried to bowl a fast one. Uh, Painfully short pitched, but batsman could not capitalize on that. Landed up in hitting that back to mid wicket. No runs. Way down the leg side, there is absolutely no protection there for the bowler. Batsmen have run easy too. Wicketkeeper had to run back towards the vacant square leg region, pick up the ball and throw it back towards the keeper's end. So 2 runs more. This is stunning. Oh, look at the replay, guys. Batsman was not in, and a little bit of sloppy fielding there on that occasion. It'll be interesting to see the full replay. Wide offside the off stump. Everyone missed it, and Ajay decided that it's time for him to take that particular bye and add 1 run to the scorecard. They cross the end. Lefty batsman on strike for Zubair's bowling. Last ball of the over coming in. Short, wide outside the off, leaving away from the batsman. Can't do much. End of 7. 24 for 3. Starting a new over here. So Ajay Sharma is batting on 5 in 15, and on strike is Rahul, who has scored 10 runs off his 20 deliveries.
been a little quiet last few overs, and but this is what early wickets does to any innings. This is up in the air, but falls short of the fielder there. Nice pick up in the deep, returns it. It's something classical about leg spinners all the time, Prasad.
Right. The slow, deadly turn, a good air, always seems tempting to the batsman. They try to do something silly and give away their wicket. And Jan Majay is trying to take full advantage of that attitude of the batsman. He flighted that one quite up, but very wide. And he'll be bowling to a lefty batsman now. Yeah, turning into the left-hander again. He hits it towards the square leg region on the carpet for a single. So there are not lot many runs scored in this innings so far. 27. That would be of concern for California Waves. Another heave by Rahul K, and he is not able to connect it again. That's probably a telling tale of his scoring rate, which is 11 runs off 22 balls.
Again, flights it on top there, but this time the batsman connects well. Confident batting. They need a few big hits to go with the singles and doubles that they are getting right now. They're doing the right thing, rotating the strike, keeping busy. But as we know, a game of T20 switches so quickly here. We've not seen a lot of big hits. Maybe it's time to take on the leg spinner. But excellent bowling there from...
Great line for the lefty batsman, and he didn't turn the ball on that occasion. So the lefty batsman did not have a chance to swing his bat and pull it towards the vacant leg side region.
Plays it on the leg side. This is picked up in the deep. Just a single again. At the end of the 8th over, it's 29 for 3. You're watching these pictures here from the picturesque Atlanta Permbury ground. California Waves taking on Lone Star Dragons in this 40 plus league. Quick single there. They're doing well right now to turn strike. This is exactly what Prasad and I were talking about, is they need to stitch together a partnership after that heap of wickets that fell earlier on. With the field pushed outside, you have 4 fielders inside the ring on the off side, no one inside the ring on the leg side. You have a square leg, mid wicket, long on, long off, and sweeper cover. It's been tossed up, driven straight down the ground. They need a couple of big hits here. Rahul. Oh, this is hit up in the air. Going towards the boundary there, but it's been cut out really nicely in the field. Nice bit of camera work.
The ground fielding has been good so far by this team. Lone Star Dragons.
We need to see a couple of big hits here. Murli tosses one up. Again drives it down the ground here. He's pulling it back really well, Murli here. Not giving a lot of pace for the batsman to work with.
Good loopy deliveries that would get batsmen excited, but they land in an area where it's very difficult for batsmen to be taken for more runs, and they land up in hitting that down the ground for just singles. Good overall performance. Another one.
This is hit up in the air. This is going to clear the fence there. That's going to be the first six of the game for California Waves. Ajay really turning it on. He's played quite a few deliveries here. This time came to the pitch of the ball and gave it a good thump, and the ball lands over the fence. Is this the acceleration that we've been waiting for?
That's a good connect by Ajay. Lofted up and about drive, and into the fence she went on one bounce. There's nothing that fielder could have done about it. And that's the first six of the innings for the California Waves team.
This is a nice bit of partnership that's been building here between Ajay and Rahul. They're putting Murli on the back foot here. Now that he's got a six, he's got to put his head down. Very intelligent batting there. At the end of the ninth over, we are 39 for 3. These pictures brought to you by Astral Media Group. We have Babar Bhai, Aman and Danielle covering the pictures. As you see, played on the offside. Is that going to beat the fielder? It's been a little heavy today, and he didn't strike it very cleanly. It has run across for 2 runs. That takes the score on to 41 for 3. We are in the 10th over.
Looks good. That shot was a little bit of mistimed one. I think gave an ample opportunity for the fielder to run across and just restrict the scoring to 2. Murali again into his second over. Oh, Janmijai, sorry, on the other end. Murali was the one who was bowling on this end of the pitch. On the walkway end is Janmijai.
Rahul really needs to kick on here. He's played quite a few deliveries. As you can see, there's a lot of intent, but right now he's not getting to the pitch of the ball to execute his shots. He's played 28 deliveries and is on 17. Ajay Sharma, who just got a 6 of the last over, is on 15 of 22 deliveries. What do you think is going to be a good total from here on, Prasad?
We saw in the morning 140 didn't do much for a good batting side. So I would say, given California Wave situation, if they can go past that total, go closer to 130, 140 mark, I think that would do well. They need to build and capitalize. Good news is that they haven't lost wickets in last 8 overs, so
they need one of these batsmen to kick on and make a really big score here if they're looking to get to 120, 130 that Prasad talked about. They need a minimum of 120, 130 to make a game out of this. We all know that Lone Star Dragons have a very long batting lineup. They have some power hitters. I know a couple of players who I have played with there. Watch out for Ankur. This is up in the air. That's a beautiful shot. It's going right to the fielder. Very unlucky there. Great positioning of the deep fielder there. Rahul trying to accelerate, holds out in the deep there. Excellent bowling. California will lose their fourth wicket.
It just hit. He kind of did not reach to the pitch of the ball, and the ball just landed up in hitting all the way to the bottom of his bat. That's probably why it just looped up in the air. Great timing, but not a good contact. And in the end, he just looped it back to the fielder's hand. A safe catch pouch. And unfortunately, Rahul, who had been taking the role of the accelerator, has to return back into the hut. Fourth wicket gone. Probably not a good timing for a wicket to fall, Anup. 10th over, expecting acceleration, and a wicket falls.
This is where California Waves would have expected the two set batters to accelerate. Again, Janmajay inviting the batsmen to come out and play the big shots. This time the ball slightly turned that extra little inch. Batsman not in control of his shot completely. As you can see, loses his balance. And Janmajay gets his first wicket. It's vindication for his excellent spell so far. 1.5 overs, 1 for 10. The onus really is on Ajay Sharma right now. He's been joined by Wasim Akhtar. These two are going to be very crucial for California Waves to get to that target of 120, 130 to make a game out of it. As you see, Wasim Akhtar walking up to the crease is going to take strike. The current run rate is 4.47. The projected score is 89. That's well below par on this particular ground, which has short boundaries and a very, very quick outfield. This is a googly, loud appeal there. He's been given out. California Waves lose their fifth wicket. Wasim Akhtar walks back without disturbing the scorers. Janmajay, a beautiful googly, did not read it at all. Takes an edge and a nice catch by the wicketkeeper.
Dragons are making a good meal of the batsman here. Sorry to say this. Great googly, and batsman nicked it back to the keeper. Keeper did his job perfectly, sending the batsman back into the hut. Suraj is walking in, the next batter in.
End of the 10th over. Half the California Wave batsmen back in the hut. They're tottering at 44 for 5. This is going to be a very long tournament for them. Ajay really needs to hang in there. The other team mates need to rotate strike to put him at the crease to make sure that he gets the bulk of the deliveries to face. A special mention to Janmajay, who has spun it both ways. Excellent exhibition of spin bowling. He's got to turn away from the right-hander into the right-hander, away from the left-hander into the left-hander. So many tricks in the box. Suraj really needs to turn strike here to put Ajay. Who you see is on strike with the end of the over. What approach is Ajay going to take here? Is he going to continue to attack Murli? Or is he going to... Oh, there you go. He tries to give himself a little bit of room, but wasn't to the pitch of the ball. Digs it out to the short cover fielder there. Looks like they have made their decision to start attacking here, which makes sense given that they've only scored 44 runs so far of the first 10 overs.
And not to mention, Ajay has been on the crease for a while, so he should be seeing the ball clearly and should be in the mindset of scoring runs for his team while allowing the other batsmen to settle. But also, I would say that Suraj should take the cognizance of the situation and look for rotation rather than trying to do something heroic or something unpleasant for his team. Morley continues his second over. Turn towards the vacant region, goes for a single. Good run scored, and Rahul is back. Ajay is back on strike, so that should be a good situation for California Waves team, who are looking for some runs at this moment. Flat down the leg and short. That was a great opportunity for Ajay to score. He managed only a single though. Probably not a good idea, but again, situation is different. There's lots playing on the batsman's mind, and the decisions would be made on the basis of those cluttered thoughts. Great ball, loopy, right towards the block hole. Batsman tried to go at it, couldn't make a connection. Ball goes to the short mid-on. Wide outside the off. Batsman tried to swing the bat at it, but way out of his reach, and rightly so. Umpires have given it a wide.
Ajay needs to just turn strike here. He sweeps this one. Excellent shot there. Foolish delivery. Came down, stretched his arms, and swept it away for his first boundary. A welcome boundary here for California Waves. As you see, tossed up a little bit, read it well, came to the pitch of the ball, and then swept it away, and there was no fielder there in the deep. It's square leg.
Something that we hadn't seen from the bowlers of Dragons team. Somewhat an error. A full ball down the leg side with no fielder in sight in that region. An easy boundary for pickings. That's the end of 11th over. 52 for 5.
JJ continues with his leg spin from the walkway street end. There's a cool breeze starting to blow across the ground now. Fastest delivery, wraps on the pads. That's a loud appeal, but it looks like it was going down. Good decision by the umpire. As you would see in the replays, Janmejay fires this one in.
Going way down the leg stump with the arms, but that was a good surprise delivery by JJ. He just fired that one in. Good plan, like it. Typical leg spinner's delivery. Batsman drives that one wide of long off, just for a single though.
Ajay needs to be the aggressor here. He's played bulk of the deliveries. He's on 19 of 28. He's got his eye in. He needs to start showing a little bit of urgency here. California Waves are a little bit of a spot of bother. They're 53 for 5 in 11.2. Plays it away on the leg side here. Singles and doubles are perfectly fine for Lone Star Dragons.
No protection in that region for the bowler, and batsman just managed to turn the ball in that region. So on this occasion, Suraj just turns the ball towards the fine leg and runs for 2. He moves on to 7 in 4 deliveries. 55 for 5, 555.
We're going to see one of those googlies from JJ. Tosses it up. This time foolish delivery. He's bowled beautifully so far. 2 for 13 in the 2.4 overs. He's been the pick of the bowlers for Lone Star Dragons. Again, fielded well off his own bowling. Keeping it a little quiet there. This is where Suraj, who's come in with a little bit of intent, he needs to hang in there. JJ is their best bowler. That's a wide ball. Has to re-ball that one. Seen the amount of spin that this
Reload.
page is providing for the spinners.
I think pitch has a fair bit of a turn, and he's doing well to take advantage. The ball was down the leg, probably spun a lot and bounced a bit too. End of the over 12, 56 for 5. Shiva?
The new bowler is Shiva Busa. There's been a change at the commentary box end. Again, Ajay doesn't seem to get his timing. Looks at his bat to see if there's any damage done there.
Is that one?
This goes away for 4 wides. Again, down the leg side, wicketkeeper fails to collect it. These are all welcome runs for the California Waves.
That one went really fast towards the shortish boundary on the backside, right behind the keeper.
Shiva Busa needs to really keep the pressure on. So far, Lone Star Dragons have done a fantastic job keeping the pressure on the batters. They've been relentless and much better delivery there.
Good comeback by him, right in the block hole. Batsman just dabbed it, but managed to get a single. You would feel for the bowler because he bowled such a great delivery and still 1 run is scored. Some confidence between the fielder and the bowler. Shiva Busa. Third ball of his over.
This is called a no ball. Interestingly, the bowler, while approaching the bowling crease, accidentally has hit the stumps, and according to the new ICC guideline, that is a no ball and a free hit. Nice views here. You see he slips there unfortunately, and his back leg slightly clips the stumps, and you can see the disappointment in the bowler's face.
Yeah, Shiva is terribly disappointed, and poor guy, he has to bowl a no ball and it's a free hit. What will Ajay? Ah, completely missed it. Suraj could not capitalize on this opportunity for his team. This was a great opportunity for him to score. A free ball, a free hit, no run scored.
Using good pace here. He's actually bending his back and getting a little bit of bite out of the surface here. He just has to get his accuracy right. You can see the intent there. He's trying to bowl a little short, hitting the deck a little harder. Again, it's away on the leg side there. The fielder runs across. They run for two there. Is this going to be a close run out call? A direct hit would have been trouble for the batsmen, but they safely make it through.
A wild and a wide throw. Keeper did not have a chance to collect the ball and do anything with it. Ball just is picked up by the good follow up here though, and a backup on the other side. Another white ball. Shiva Busa pointing it to the umpire. Not sure what. Having some conversation with the. A little bit of sloppy fielding there. They could have done better. The batsman had a long time to hit the ball. He had one mind, then he changed and hit another shot. But the fielder was off guard and gave away a single. Another ball down the leg side from Shiva, going towards the fine leg for 2 runs. End of the over number 13, 68 for 5. I believe Lone Stars are losing a little bit of plot here. They had an opportunity to turn this innings off pretty quickly. Oh, we have an unfortunate news here. We have a little bit of drizzle that is coming down. Nothing threatening yet. Well played by the air.
There's another dimension that's going to be added to this game here. As you see, it's been swept away by Suraj on the leg side. They run across for a single. There was no rain prediction as of today. There is rain prediction for tomorrow. Seems like it's a straight drizzle right now, and it's going to be just a passing shower.
Yeah, nothing in the predictions here weather-wise, but it's small drops coming down. None of the players are bothered with it, and it seems to be stopping. So we continue the game.
Ajay plays it on the leg side. There's a beautiful shot splitting the two fielders there. There were two fielders in the gap there, but hitting it right in between. Excellent shot. Ajay moves on to 26 of 32 deliveries.
I
This
was
time a foolish delivery from JJ was right in position to hit it away on the leg side. This time goes for a innovative reverse hit. It was absolutely not needed and he wasn't to the pitch of the ball. He's looking for a wide.
Yeah, there was no need for that at all. He could have just hit it in the region over the covers and he would have got his runs. But I guess a little bit premeditated. He tried. There you go. That's the one that I was talking about. And the earlier ball was also set up for a similar shot. If he were in this position, he would have gotten a run or more earlier. He made it though. Got a single.
California Waves are 76 for 5 in the middle of the 14th over. The current projected score is 113. They will need more than that, but there's been good acceleration by this partnership here. As you see, a mis-stumping chance there. Goes down the track, misses it, and the wicket keeper, an easy opportunity, goes a begging. Could not collect the ball, disturbs the stumps.
I think Lone Star Dragons are giving away their good work, hard work that they did in the beginning. That was a little bit of sloppy work by the keeper.
As you can
And the
see,
ball.
this time hits it, connects, 6.
And that's a short boundary that we're talking about. So that was easy 6 for the batsman, right in the slot. Capitalized it completely and scored a 6 of the last ball. So it's 88 for 5 in the 14th over. 14 overs gone. Advertising break.
As you see, this is exactly what he was trying the previous delivery. This time held his stance. That's the big difference. His balance was there. His head didn't fall over. He followed through with the shot and cleared the long on fence. 82 at the end of the 14th over. Suddenly, this partnership is looking good. As you see, Zubair Hussain comes back into bowl. He's had a good opening spell. How often do you see a stumping goes a begging and then the next delivery gets hit for a 6?
That's the intent I think the California Waves need, because they're short on runs, and irrespective of what happened in the previous delivery, they got to make a move on. And
There you see again the
replay.
replay. Clearly it was a superb opportunity that was missed and the next delivery gets planted over long on. GM comes into bowl. Looking very confident there, Ajay Sharma. He really needs to up the ante here. We're into the last 6 overs. This is the crucial part of the game here. If they can get 60 in the last 6 overs, this is suddenly going to put the onus back on Lone Star Dragons. A score of 140, which looked almost impossible after they lost 3 wickets in the first 2 overs. Now suddenly looks on cards.
And both the batsmen are doing everything from their sides to be able to score the runs quickly, which is a good sign for California Waves. And yeah, last 6 overs, interesting opportunities for California Waves. They should accelerate from here on and try to cross that 140 mark to give their bowlers a fighting chance to remain in the game. Good Shot, a confident drive, a swift attempt by the long off fielder. He walks in, picks it with one hand, shows his athleticism. Great pickup and a throw back to the bowler. Great work by the fielder. Good intent, good aggression.
Huge appeal there,
That's
turned down by the umpire.
oh,
Didn't look very close, looked very aspirational.
yep. Umpire already signaled ball going down the leg side, and no harm done there. Batsman is safe. Bowler is back on
That was
his.
going down the leg side. Hit him full and flush, but the angle is going to take it down the leg side. The umpiring has been top notch in this tournament here. A huge call out to the umpires who, again, do such an incredible job, but just one decision and everybody pounces on them. Inside edge there and a huge appeal. This actually was off the bat.
Absolutely. We could hear clear two sounds over here. So and good aggressive running by the batsman. Both of them ran very hard. Ajay completes 2 more runs of his innings. He's catching up with the scoring rate. He's 31 of 36. And on the other end, Suraj is 17 of 17. Good partnership has built up, but still have some work to do.
Another huge appeal there again. This is going down the leg side. Umpire unmoved. They run across for a leg by. At the end of the 15th over, it's 88 for the loss of 5 wickets. Thanks for joining us today. As you see, the showers have passed. Thankfully, the weather gods have been kind to us. We see the start of the 16th over. Bhavesh comes in to bowl. Ajay Sharma is on 32 of 37 deliveries, and Suraj Kushwa is on 17 of 17. The last 5 overs are going to be super crucial here. Again, if they were to get 50 runs, look for the singles and doubles and get the odd big hit away. We are looking for a very competitive score, but everything depends on Ajay Sharma here. Looks like a stylish left-hander.
Places the ball towards the cover area. Runs for a single. Fielding change as the batsmen have changed. The right arm batsman has come in. And let's see how Bhavesh bowls to him. Seems to have good smooth run up. Got an opportunity bowl for his team.
Slowish delivery there, slows it down a little bit. Batsman plays it away on the offside. Suraj turning strike really well. That's what I like about him as he's come in. He's not got bogged down. He's turning strike, putting Ajay back to face the bulk of the deliveries as he is the set batsman. We need a couple of big hits here. Tries for a booming drive, misses it. Good pace by Bhavesh here.
Looks like Ajay heard you. They need runs. He tried to hit that down towards the long on. Rightly so. That boundary shot if it's in your slot. go for it, and you'll definitely get a 6 on that side. Wide outside the off stump, batsman decides to leave it, and umpires call it a wide, rightly so, way outside the off stump. Erroneous channel picked up by Bhavesh.
Again goes down this pitch, hits it. This is going to be caught there in the deep. Unfortunate end for Ajay Sharma. Again, Bhavesh reads him well, bowls it a little short, doesn't get enough room. He gets cramped there, as you will see in the replay here.
Couldn't get the power that he wanted in this shot. The intent was right. He did the right thing by hitting that towards the shorter long on region, but landed up in hitting straight to the fielder, who had no hesitation in pouching that catch and being thankful. So the sixth wicket has fallen in the 16th over, and the score is still under 100, 92 for 6, California Warriors. This was a great partnership though. They scored good runs together, bring the score to where it is right now. But another occasion where the wicket has fallen probably at the wrong juncture in the game. We saw that happening pretty regularly in the first half, and it just happened now. What will the Dragons do next? Would they get aggressive, go for the wickets, close this innings faster than they can think, or go defensive, don't mind the singles and doubles, and try to complete the quota of 20 overs? Only time will tell.
Amit needs to hit a few boundaries here. The well set batsman getting out in the wrong situation puts things in a very tight spot for California Waves. They really need to get to 120, 130 to make a match of this, to give their bowlers enough to work with.
And we know that given the Dragons' batting lineup, this will be an easy score to score them. Amit is still settling in, trying to get his eye in. He missed the first one big time. Second full ball, he just defended back to the bowler. End of the over 16.
So this has been a very stop-start innings for California Waves. They're just not been able to get out of third gear.
And they seem to be stuck in the mud here. And they scored runs for the sixth wicket, but unfortunately Ajay got out. Now the responsibility lies on Suraj's shoulder to take the scoring far and ahead. He's on the strike now.
Again goes for a huge heave. Again misses it. The fielder there that runs across to the fence. A welcome boundary there. They'll take it however it comes. That's definitely not where he intended it to go.
And a really half-hearted attempt by the fielder on that occasion toward the short third man. ball probably touched his hands before running off towards the boundary. Next ball, and good attempt at the point. Stops the ball. Does the amend, but only a single scored on this occasion.
Shivabusa continues here. Oh, that beats everybody. An in-swinging delivery beats the batsman, beats the keeper, beats the fielder. Runs away for 4 byes. Again, California Waves are going to take it however they want.
Looks like there was an inside edge. It went wide of the keeper, and umpires had given 4 runs to the batsman on this occasion. So Amit Patel suddenly looks good and has moved on to 4 off of 3 deliveries with that edge.
These runs are going to be super crucial here. Again, tries for a booming drive. Wasn't to the pitch of the ball at all. This is where he's going to do well, Amit, to put Suraj back on strike. Suraj has been looking good on the other end.
A swing and a miss.
Again, a swing and a miss there. This is all day long from Shiva's perspective. He was loving it after those unfortunate nicks that ran across to the fence.
Yeah, where his head is, looks like he's hoping the gods will allow him to make a connection. But his head, his swing, and the ball, all in a different plane.
Again, a swing and a miss. That's where he needs to pray a little harder here, Prasad. At the end of the 17th over, 101 for 6.
Nowhere in the position to play that shot. Can do. Alright. Fine.
This has been a disappointing inning so far for California Waves, but they still have 3 overs to turn it around.
Yeah, we saw in the earlier game, right? 3 overs went for like 50 plus runs. So could California Wave do that? One would think they want to. Let's see how the last 3 overs pan out. Bulk of the scoring responsibility will lie on the Suraj's head.
Oh, he's bowled him! That's where slowish delivery tries to play all around it, but gets bowled. This is again Suraj getting frustrated that he wasn't getting bulk of the strike, had to try something innovative, goes down the track, plays completely around it. The bowler saw that, slowed it up a little bit, and sends the middle stump back. California Waves lose their 7th wicket.
You miss, I hit. Simple. That's what Himanshu thought. Bowled it dead on the middle stump, and the ball took that stump that Himanshu wanted to take, and Ajay has to return back into the hut with that particular delivery. 101. Somehow the California Waves have managed to get into 3 figures here, which should be encouraging. Bala comes in for a bat.
This is where it's up to the tailenders now. Will the tail for California Waves wag and give them the last needed push required to post a total that's going to be defendable here? 101 is not a lot of runs there. We've seen 160s and 170s being chased down very easily on this ground. HP Himanshu runs into bowl. Still getting a little bit of outswing there. Is that a little bit of reverse swing, Prasad, that we are seeing?
I think it's a regular I mean right-hander swing. I was going to say that for the previous delivery also. I thought there was a hint of a swing, and that's how the batsman missed it. This one swung a little more than the previous one.
Again plays and misses it. Oh, this time Ankur, brilliant fielding there. Ankur's been a little lapse in the field previously, but this time dives around and a brilliant stop there. Ankur is also a good friend of mine. He lives and plies his trade in Austin, Texas. A wonderful gentleman. Watch out for him when he comes out to open the batting. Ankur Saini.
Great job by him today. Right now, saved sure shot too, and those are two precious runs that he saved for his
As you
team.
can
Oh,
see the
that's-
replay, a beautiful dive there. Early played on the offside, but the good thing is he puts Bala on strike. The
Yeah.
last 14 deliveries of the California Waves innings, are they going to get to 130, which is an absolute minimal on this particular pitch to have any kind of defense.
A good lofted drive towards Whitey's long off, just for a single though. There's a fielder placed over there. They're patrolling the boundaries pretty well, so they have read the batting conditions and placed the fields accordingly. Another one. He's bisecting the fielders at this particular point, but not much power in the shot. They just ran for a single on this occasion. That's surprising.
Singles are not really going to cut it here. At the end of the 18th over, it's 105 for 7.
Jim is back in the attack. He'll be bowling the penultimate over of this innings. And batsman is ready.
Jim coming back to
Whoa.
finish his spell there. Again, a single taken with California Waves losing wickets in regular intervals.
And a crucial junctures of the games too.
It was hard for them to really accelerate. They were really banking for their first top order to give them the impetus required. But once they lost those wickets... Oh, that's an interesting delivery and a shot. A huge appeal, no shot offered. The batsman thought it was going to go down the leg. If there was a third umpire review, this would have definitely been reviewed. GM looks shocked. Again, as you see the replay there, it's an outswinging delivery, and then oh, that looked mighty close there. Mighty close. Everybody in the commentary box thinks that
That would
that
be
could
really
have
close.
been given any which way. But the umpire, who reminded us that he has the ultimate say, decides it's not out.
That was mighty close. Alright, wide delivery outside the off stump. Batsman tried to cut it, but couldn't connect on this occasion either.
Again, need a little bit of a flourish here towards the end.
I'm not sure what the batsmen are thinking here.
Why weren't they running for that particular delivery? This is
Exactly.
strange cricket here. This is the 19th over. They have 3 wickets in hand. They need to be running for everything. Plays it again on the offside, just a single here. Those big boundaries are just not coming for the California Waves. From a Lone Star Dragon standpoint, this is just the perfect innings for them. They started off with a flurry of wickets in the first 3 overs. They've put the lids on and they've never let the Waves blow any bigger than just some slow. Right after the break, it's 107 for 7.
And great spell by GM. He finishes at 15 for 1 in his 4 overs. Last over of the game. Excellent ball by Himanshu, right in the block hole. Batsman wants to run, but the striker's end is not interested, and they land up in losing a wicket. I don't know what was the batsman thinking, but if you want to run, you should run. Amit is not really happy. He walks back.
As you can see the replay here, foolish delivery, dug in short. Again, I don't know why they were not running. It's the fag end of the innings. They've not got a lot of runs. Intelligent fielding there by the fielder, Leo. Does not take any risk, walks it to the stumps and takes the bails off. This is all playing into the Lone Star Dragons game plan beautifully, really well.
With that, the 8th wicket has fallen, and just like that, they are losing wickets. Interesting turn of events. Ooh.
And he's got
And-
this nice outswinger going, and he's bowling it into the block hole. As you saw previously, the batsman tried to leave the ball and was wrapped on the pad, so it's still swinging here. Thala needs to do something to get the score moving. This is the last over of the innings. 2 wickets left.
He tries and misses it. Bowler also missed a catch opportunity on his own bowling, but great bowling display by Himanshu. He's doing really well.
And you see it was hit back, a chance there, difficult one. Goes right through Himanshu's hands. Has been an excellent bowling effort. This is his last over.
3
The-
more balls.
1.3 overs. Himanshu 1 for 5. Has kept the lids on tightly for Lone Star Dragons. Last 3 deliveries. Can they get up to 120? That would be a good number. Again plays it away on the offside. Just a single there. The field placement has been excellent right throughout the innings. He's read his bowlers. Bowlers have bowled to the field, and that makes it so much easier for the captain, where they don't have to keep spreading the field around if the bowlers keep spraying the ball around and not bowling to the game plan. Again, a huge swing and a miss. This one's a wide delivery. Has to re-bowl that ball.
Restock and reload. Come on, Himanshu. 2 more delivery left in his spell. 109 for 8.
Ooh, this came super low
Oh
and bowls him.
my god.
Hardly got off the pitch there.
Nothing the batsman can do about that. That delivery just rolled swiftly along the ground and into the middle stump of the batsman. But to Himanshu's credit, his bowling stump to stump is paying off
The
a
batsman
bit
didn't
bit.
help himself by playing back to that delivery. Went right through, hit middle stump. California Waves lose their ninth wicket. One delivery left in this innings. Prasad, they could not hit the 130 mark. What
Nope.
do you think of 110 as a target to chase?
This will be an easy meal if Ankur gets going and if he lives up to his reputation. I think we'll see a very short end to this particular game when they come back for batting. I'm putting my money on Lone Star Devils over here. Great bowling performance, bowled to their field. Somebody like Himanshu came towards the end of the innings, bowled stump to stump, never gave any room to batsman whatsoever, and kept on hitting the stumps when he wanted to.
Good finish to the innings there from Himanshu. California Waves finish at 110 after their 20 overs for the loss of 9 wickets. Their run rate is 5.5. When we come back from the break, Lone Star Dragons need 111 in 20 overs. It was a very stop start innings. They lost a lot of wickets. California Waves did in the first 3 overs, as you can see. Nikesh, Rahul and Vinay departed very quickly. Ajay Sharma and Suraj put together a partnership in the middle. Once they departed, it was almost nothing after that. In the bowling department, everybody pitched in. GM, Abdul Kader, Janmijay, Bhavesh and Himanshu all chipping in with the wickets. As you see on the scoreboard there with the fall of wickets, the first 3 wickets for 9 runs did all the damage for the California Waves and they never recovered throughout the game. So far, the summary is Ajay Sharma, Suraj, and Rahul were able to pitch in to get California Waves to 110. Abdul Kader, Janvijay, and Himanshu were excellent in the field with the ball, and it was a clinical performance from Lone Star Dragons to restrict California Waves to 110. We'll be right back in 10 minutes to see the Lone Star Dragons chase.
Yeah, and barring that one partnership by Ajay and Suraj, we did not see much going on for California Waves. Unfortunately, that 55 runs partnership that they made probably made the three-digit score that they were seeking. So it's only 111 runs in 20 overs on this ground, an easy target in my opinion. Let's see what the Lone Stars will do when they come back. We'll take a short break and be right back.
Welcome back, everybody, to the start of the second innings. Just to recap real quick, California Waves winning the toss and electing to bat first in a very truncated innings. They got to 110 for the loss of 9 wickets. Just did not get the final push required. And now we have Lone Star Dragons who are ready to go in their batting innings. As you see, Ankur Saini is on strike. Ankur is a tall, lanky left-hander from Austin, Texas. He's also a good friend of mine, amazing gentleman. Watch out for those wonderful big hits. He is going to bat only in one way. He only knows to hit a long ball. Prasad, I think we are in for some fireworks here.
I'm looking forward to that, Anup. Let's see how the Lone Star Dragons come back and bowl. The target is pretty small. Ankur is having a reputation of himself. A wide, way outside the off stump. Batsmen are just walking down for a single. Fielders are relaxed. No sense of urgency there. A wide and a single, or two wides as they call.
It's a very wayward start. This is where Waves would require quick wickets. To join Ankur is Hardik Patel. Hardik also is from Austin, Texas, is known for some big scores in the local leagues in Austin. Both of these batters are heavy scorers in all formats in Texas. We are in for some hardcore entertainment. As you see, they're trying to go for it from ball one. That's not good wicket keeping. Somehow it feels like a stitched together team here, the California Waves. They need to come together as a unit to now pull through.
They need to show some intent here. I mean, wicketkeeper just not collecting both the balls, and we saw in the first delivery the fielder just ambled towards the ball and batsman just walked. No pressure put.
Hit down the ground. There's a fielder there. That's one of the strong points of Ankur, is he hits down the ground really well. He's also very good off his hips and square of the wicket.
So overall, like a 270 player, 270 degrees.
Absolutely, you called it right there. Knowing the state of the other games, Lone Star Dragons would love to finish this game within the 10 over mark to give themselves a chance to qualify in the goal group. That's up in the air. Fielder is not very confident. He's under it, takes it beautifully. Very well judged there.
Just catch.
He wasn't anywhere close, but then was tracking backwards. As we all know, those are the toughest catches to take. Hardik Patel departs. Very disappointing for him. Doesn't trouble the scorers. Again, wasn't to the pitch of the ball. Goes for a huge, massive hit. Goes up in the air, and the fielder judges it beautifully. Loses balance, but grabs onto it. PKK takes a spectacular catch.
Well, just catch running backward by PKK. That's a great wicket to have. Again, just 3 balls have been bowled, 4 for 1. So some sort of a start that California Waves would have wanted, and they have earned themselves that particular start.
After
Or-
a wayward
Okay.
after a wayward start there from Vinay, he finally pulls things back. The new batsman is Bhavesh. Bhavesh also a heavy scorer in the local leagues there. This really puts the cat amongst the pigeons here for Lone Star Dragons. They would want to get off to a rollicking start, but then wickets don't help, as we saw with the Waves innings. Watchfully played.
That's the right thing to do, I think, after a wicket falls in the first over. Give bowler the respect that he deserves, and maybe look for the bad one that you can put away. and Bhavesh does exactly that. Now Bhavesh steps out for a big shot, and Vinay probably gets under pressure and sprays one down the leg side. A wide called by umpire. So a restart and reload.
I like the phrase restart and reload. That's exactly what California wants right now. They need a little bit of reboot here. They need their confidence to be back up. 110 can be a very tricky total, as we have seen in T20. Bhavesh watchfully plays it on the leg side. I'm very interested to see how Ankur tees off here. This is perfectly set up for him. He's got some mighty hundreds under his belt previously. When he hits it, the ball stays hit. I really hope our audience get to see his full force. Watchful there. This is what an early wicket does to you. As you saw,
Makes you
Hardik
think.
at the end of the first over, it's 7 without loss. So the new bowler is Mahesh Ahir. And Ankur on strike. Ankur usually likes a little bit of pace coming on, so this is a good move from Lone Star Dragons to bring spin on. Spinners have been the toast of the tournament so far.
Good first delivery.
And keeping a little low there, slowish. This is the big difference between playing on AstroTurf and an actual pitch, is where the ball keeps a little slow and low, and you got to adjust your positioning as a batter. You got to focus every delivery there. Good start for Mahesh so far. There you go. You see the first hit on the leg side. That's going to go after the boundary. Ankur is off and running right now. This is exactly what I was calling for earlier.
I thought Ankur was not going to enjoy the slow pace, but this one came right in his slot. There was no fielder anywhere near the ball in the region where he hit the ball. Absolutely safe shot to make, and a good 4 runs in his kitty. Off he goes.
And this is exactly what Ankur is waiting for. He has to pull his length back, Mahesh. If he keeps bowling it full, Ankur will still keep rocking it back. That's up in the air. Is it going to be taken? That's his first six. Again, you're seeing the best of Ankur Saini here, rocking back onto the back foot, transferring his weight, and you can see the strength there. Clears the boundary very easily.
Slow down the leg. Ankur was like, "Thank you, bowler. Here you go." And post is way beyond the boundary line. Good shot. Good six. After a good on point start by Mahesh, I think he has lost his way in last two deliveries. Is it time for him to make a comeback?
This again puts the pressure back on Mahesh here. Those two big hits Oh, full delivery. I think this
It
was
was a bad
much
pad.
better length there. Bullet full all the way. Tries to hoik it on the leg side. Ankur misses it.
Inside edge on the pad saves him.
Another big hit there on the leg side. This, don't bother at all. Go fetch it from outside of the ground. Second six for him. He's off and running. At the end of the second over, it's
20.
23 for a loss of 1 wicket.
Yeah, looks like Ankur is in a fetch mode. I hit you fetch. Go for it. 2 overs done. 23 for 1.
That was the big over that Lone Star Dragons were looking for after losing their first wicket in the first over. Vinay continuing his spell here. Oh, there's an appeal there, but that's down the leg. Pavesh tries to play it on the leg side. Wraps him on the pads.
Probably didn't bounce as much as he wanted it to, and he completely missed it. Down the leg delivery. Hit made it and all over it. Squandered.
Plays it on the leg side this time. Misfield there. They're going to run across for 2 runs. Fielding is so crucial, especially when you don't have a lot of runs to play on the board. They need every bit of energy on the field. It's turned into a humid day. Now the sun is popping out after a little sprinkle of rain.
That's probably not something.
Slow delivery, played on the offside, misfield. They'll run across for a single. Again, fielding leaves a little
I think fielding is letting
gap.
California Waves down. Not good work so far in 3 overs that we have seen. They need to be a lot better than this. Apart from that catch was taken at mid wicket, fielding has been below par. Lots to think about.
That single puts Ankur on strike. The last 3 deliveries that he has faced has been dispatched off to boundaries and across the fence. 85 needed of 105 deliveries now. The required run rate is down to 4.86. Lone Star Dragons would want to finish this much earlier. Hits it on the leg side. This is going to be a boundary there. Had to fetch for it a little bit because he wasn't completely to the pitch of the ball. But then ultimately drags it on the leg side and makes a clean strike.
Into the fence she went. One bounce. Ankur just dragged it from outside the off stump and used all his might to give the acceleration the ball needed, and he's off to a great start. 22 runs in 9 deliveries. Probably he has a target in his mind and going after it. Steps out on this occasion, places it towards the wideish mid off. No run scored. Batsman decided against running this one. Vinay so far has done a good job. His second over in progress. A slower delivery, hit towards long on. Rahul does a good job of retrieving the ball on the bounce, throws it back to the bowler. End of over number 3, 31 for 1. Fourth over in progress. Fielder, captain, and the bowler in conference there towards the other end. We call it the walkway end. Ankur is on strike, and the new bowler is Bala, starting his first over. The Lone Star Dragons now need 80 runs from 102 deliveries. I'm very sure that's not the target on their mind. They want to make this a short game and go home. Down the leg, way outside the leg stump for Ankur. Capitalizes on that, just guides it towards the fine leg area and scores a nice boundary for himself. So he's on a roll. One-handed shot there. Swivels and scores. Ball is being retrieved. So Bala has decided to change and go around the stumps, hoping to get better line for himself. He does, and Ankur just hits that ball down the wicket towards the long on area, and batsman crossover for a single. 36 for 1. That puts Bhavesh on strike, who is 4 off of 5 deliveries so far. Interesting proceedings. The sun is out, the breeze has died. We don't know if they will get the swing that we saw earlier. Excellent shot by Bhavesh. He stepped out, saw the bowler bowling way outside the off stump, and he hit that ball through the covers for an excellent boundary. Wonderful shot. Great 4 runs for him. Oh, beg your pardon. Fielder managed to field that ball, and just a single for Bhavesh. A full ball down the leg, going towards the boundary. Ball has crossed the boundary, and umpire is signaling the wide. So nobody touched it, everyone missed it. And 5 wides for the team Lone Star Dragons. Bala on this occasion err on his line by a big margin and paid the price for it. A good short ball outside the off, again in the range for Ankur, and he decides to hike it over the covers area and gets a boundary for himself. Like we were discussing earlier, he has a 270-degree range for his shots, and he can go really powerfully across the field. So great to see him on song here. He reached to 32 of just 14 deliveries, and his team Lone Star Dragons are at 46 for 1 in the 4th over. Another one in the arc, and he hits it straight down the pitch for a mighty 6, and that ball has gone into another field. So a mighty six for Ankur. He moves on to 38, and his team has just crossed 50. Great scoring shot. Look at that shot. Oh my god. Plants it foot away from the ball, gets it out of the way, and decided to go all the way over the boundary and into the other field. Umpire is just doing a ball check. It landed up on the fence. He wanted to ensure the shape and the quality. He's satisfied. Next delivery in progress. Way down the leg side and hit with power by Ankur, and oh my god, it lands beyond the boundary, and that's a huge six for Ankur, and really expensive over by Bala. 27 runs scored of it. Look at the replay here, how far that ball has traveled. 4 overs, 58 runs. That's the dugout you're looking at. Back live. A shortish ball to Bhavesh, and he's inspired by Ankur, and he's like, hey Ankur, watch me. I can do it too. If you can do it, I can do it too. And Bhavesh goes for a mighty six as well on the first over of, or first ball of the second over in Vinay's bowling. They are all watching. Ball is in the bush, as we call it, and that's a tough one to retrieve. We can we can go back to an action replay or an advertisement. So I think they have set a target for themselves. They seems to have a pretty aggressive target. Also, just to let the viewers know, tomorrow a lot of showers and rain is predicted over here on these grounds. So every team playing today has that at the back of their mind, and they are trying to score swiftly to get their run rates up, and also they are trying to get those vital points on the card so that come tomorrow, if it rains and they miss the games, they will have a chance to play in the top four. And as the viewers should know, the finals are scheduled for Friday. Friday seems to be a better day than tomorrow. But if we miss some of the games tomorrow, it will all be around who has scored the points and who has a better run rate. That will decide the ranking of these games. So we are looking forward to another day of cricket tomorrow, and hope that the condition will help, the weather conditions will help playing conditions, and we'll be able to have games uninterrupted tomorrow. Yeah, we're still looking for the ball. Looks like the ball has been retrieved from the bushes, and we are getting ready to play the game. These kind of interruptions usually take the momentum away from the game. There's still fielders who are returning back from the bushes. Looks like they also found few more balls in there, so they got those as well. But umpire is happy with the ball that he has in his hand, and they have decided to continue the game. Another short ball. The batsman rocks back and puts that away over the fielder's head into the vacant mid-wicket region for another boundary. So Bhavesh has taken the inspiration from Ankur and decided to have a go of himself. And I was told by somebody that if they score these 111 runs in 7 overs or under, it puts them at the top of the table in the current conditions. So probably that's what they're targeting, and that's the thinking process that is going in the minds of the batters. Another ball wide offside the off stump, called so by the umpires. So Vinay has some amount of thinking to do and ensure that he's not giving these freebies. So they're scoring at a 15.92 runs over. Another ball, another swing, another boundary for Bhavesh. Great safe shot to play for such a short ball coming at a friendly pace towards you. Nothing could be better for a batsman than such juicy short ball that are absolutely safe to put away. Ball is back in play. We're still in the power play. There are field restrictions on. They can have only two fielders outside the 30-yard circle, and batsmen are taking full advantage of that. Just as you can see on the scoreboard, just in the fifth over, they are 73 for 1, the Lone Star Dragons, and they are spitting fire at the moment. Another full ball right in the arc for Bhavesh. And as we know, Bhavesh is another great heavy scorer of runs in cricket. Does not hesitate to take it on and put it away for a six. Puts his foot away, gets it out of the way, and swings it in the direction where he wanted it. Big six. Big six. Suddenly he has rushed to 25 in 10 overs. Another ball, another one, and ooh, this time it was straight into the chest of the fielder at mid wicket, who has somehow missed it. I hope he's okay and it's not hurting him. Somewhat of a less power utilized by Bhavesh here. Found the fielder, but fielder did not find the ball, and he's grasped that particular ball. A catch dropped. Bhavesh gets a life, and Ankur is back on strike. Way outside the off again. Keeper is not able to collect that ball properly. Ankur was outside the crease and he has missed a stumping chance. And end of the over 5, 80. We're back live. 21 more required. And Kalpesh Patel is the new bowler, who's starting from the 31 runs required. And I'm hearing the noises from dugout asking Ankur that 31 in 2 required to meet their run rate target that probably they set for themselves. Let's see how far they reach. Wide outside the off stump, not a great delivery. Slow ball just ambled to the keeper. That's probably what they're trying to do as well. Slow down the pace of the ball so that batsmen have to put in all their effort to hit the ball. I think Kalpesh was the guy who took that excellent catch earlier in the innings. Short, not such a great delivery. Into the fence she goes for a boundary. So Bhavesh has managed to score a 4 on the first illegal delivery that Kalpesh has bowled. 85 is the score in 5.1 overs. Another wide ball by Kalpesh. That's probably not going to help their cause. Kalpesh is struggling, but Lone Star Dragons wouldn't mind that. They get an opportunity to breathe, and another short ball. Bhavesh is not happy with his stroke. He completely mistimed that and landed safe ahead of long on. Batsman just walked through for a single. Bhavesh probably had higher expectations from himself of hitting it over the boundary but couldn't time the ball. Kalpesh bowling to Ankur, and the fielder was still moving, so Ankur asked him to stop and restart. Oh, the fielders are still moving. They're changing on the leg side. They're moving one towards the front of the square. What does Ankur do? He hits it straight towards the fielder. The fielder catches that 1.5 volley. There was a run out chance, but Bhavesh did an excellent job of sprinting across and he completes the run safely. Excellent overall cricket and good awareness of the game. The fielder did an amazing job. He threw the ball to the keeper. Bhavesh, on his account, ran really, really hard and reached his end of the crease. He's back on strike. Another wide ball. Looks like it's the struggle Kalpesh is going through because of the lefty righty combination that he's forced to bowl to. So far, he has given away 10 runs in the 3 legal delivery that he has bowled. Another wide. Another ambly delivery somehow reached the keeper, didn't bounce at all. Way outside the off stump as well. Batsman missed it. 10 runs so far. Ooh, really bad ball, and it could be out. It was a half tracker, and batsman somehow thought that it was going to bounce again in front of him. The ball did not. It just landed up in hitting like about an inch above the stump, and his off stump is taken out. Let's take a look at replay. It is an interesting delivery, innocuous looking, and let's take a look at the replay, folks. see that? But probably Bhavesh thought that it was going to bounce again and he'll get a no ball or something. It wasn't the case. Both the umpires agreed that it was a legal delivery hitting the stumps, so he's out. Lone Star Dragons lose their second wicket for the score of 90 in the sixth over. What a turn of events here for Kalpesh. He got hit, he has sprayed those wides, and on a peculiar looking delivery, he got that particular wicket. I don't know. I'm speechless. Sometimes things go the bowler's way, and that was one of those occasions. New batsman in, Sumir got one down the leg side. He just decided to turn it around for a single so that Ankur can come back on strike. Eleven runs so far in this sixth over, last over of the power play. What do we have in store for the last ball? Short in the arc, and we know Ankur does not hesitate to put it beyond the fence. It's a 6 for him. With that, he also completes a record 50 in 19 balls. That could be a new record on this ground. We'll have to find that out later by going through the stats. Great striking by him. 51 of 19. And now 14 runs left to be scored. Go past that winning line. And if I heard the dugout correctly, they want Ankur and Sumir to have just one over to finish that. But winning is eventful. But can they win it within the target that they want to set for them? They have set for themselves. Let's see. The new bowler in. Looks like a left arm spinner. So great power play for Lone Star Dragons. 97 for 2 scored, and bulk of the scoring was obviously done by Ankur as we had expected. Bhavesh was going great until he was bowled out by that crazy looking delivery.
What a mighty run chase this is. And plays it away on the leg side. Sumir, another gentleman from Austin, Texas. Wonderful person, very affable. We played for the same team in the past in Austin. Has built a lot of strong teams. Really, you can see the difference of people playing with each other and how they're gelling well. So this team looks like an outfit that has been put together, stitched together. They practice together, they eat together, they celebrate and spend time, and that makes a big difference. Fantastic to see Ankur with his big hitting, 51 of 19 deliveries. We called it right in the start
Absolutely, in the beginning you were right on
of the
money.
innings.
Bhavesh did a good
Another hit on the leg side. This is going to run away for another boundary there. Absolute slam bang from Ankur Saini. Moves on to 55 of 20 deliveries. Wasn't in control of the shot, but then that's brute power there, Prasad.
That's absolute brute power. There's no other word for that. It's brute power. And if I hear correctly from the dugout, they have 9 more runs and 4 more balls. It seems like they came with a target. They wanted to hit all these runs by the end of the 7th over. Can Ankur do that for them? Way down the leg stump. I think this is just going to help them. It's a wide ball and goes all the way to the boundary. So Right on charge.
That takes the score past 100. 100 comes up for Lone Star Dragons. Quick fire here. They making short work of this chase here. 111 is the target, so they needed 4 more runs here. Is Ankur going to finish with a flourish? Is he going to finish with a mighty 6 here?
What does
Ajay
Ankur do?
Sharma.
What does Ankur do?
Anticlimactic right there. They don't take a single. He keeps strike,
He
so
wants
he is
it.
very confident.
No
My
run
money is
scored.
on Ankur finishing it off in style in this over. He has 2 more deliveries.
Yes.
That's the target that I have given it to him. It's incredible to see 6.4 overs.
107.
107.
There you go.
Oh, there again plays it down the ground. This time they take a single. Is Sumer going to finish the game? Their target initially was to finish the game in 7 overs.
Correct. They have just unfortunately one delivery left.
There are instructions being barked from the dugout that they need the run rate, so they have to finish this game
On this ball.
in this delivery there, right, Prasad?
Yes, that seems to be their target. We hear all the chatter and talks going on. Sumir tries and misses, so they have probably missed that target. But that brings Ankur back on strike for the next start of the next over. Could this be the last ball of the innings, Anup? Where is your money on this occasion?
100%. Bring on one of the fast bowlers and then see Ankur help himself to
Alright.
another boundary here. But irrespective, I think this has been a fantastic innings by Ankur Saini. We called it before that he was the power player for Lone Star Dragons.
Kalpesh is going to start from the other end, and he's a peculiar bowler. We saw that first over where he got hit, then he sprayed wide, and then somehow he managed to catch that wicket of Bhavesh on a peculiar looking delivery. What does he do now?
Ankur is eyeing the mid-wicket area. That's his strong side there.
Kalpesh is painfully slow. He bowled really short, and his deliveries did not bounce at all 6 of them.
There are 4 fielders deep on both sides. There's 2 fielders on the on side, 1 deep mid-wicket, 1 deep long on. There's 1 deep long off and 1 deep cover. As you see, is this going to be the last ball of the innings? Hits it on the leg side. They run across, just a single, cuts it. The fielder returns it.
2 more runs.
2 to get 7.1 overs bowled so far. The current run rate is 15.21. As you see, the Lone Star Dragons are looking pretty relaxed in the dugout. This is a good chance for Sumir to hit the winning runs, take some bragging rights. He pulls it away. That's it.
That's it.
Lone Star Dragons win this game 7.2 overs. They chase down 111. Fantastic innings by Ankur Saini, supported well by Hardik Patel, and the final run scored by Sumir. A very professional performance here.
Professional performance, and Ankur made absolutely no fuss about this one, and he got his team across the line. Big handshakes going on around. They had to bowl only 7 overs, but they got belted all over the place.
As you see, Ankur Saini and Hardik Patel with a massive partnership there to pull through Lone Star Dragons. They needed the run rate. They restricted the California Waves to 110 in their stipulated 20 overs. Vinay Misala getting a wicket and Kalpesh Patel getting a wicket, but rest of them all going for runs. This was a very disappointing performance by California Waves. This gives Lone Star Dragons the opportunity to qualify in the next category there with this mighty win.
I think excellent batting by the Dragons. They made no fuss of this total. They had a target in mind and they went pretty close to achieving that. I think this is a great win for them in just 7.2 overs, scoring 113 runs. They'll be well set. It'll be interesting to look at the stats later on. We are back to
This
attitude
is
event.
the final scorecard. California Waves batting first. Ajay Sharma getting 33 of 40 deliveries. Suraj getting 23 of 21 deliveries. Rahul getting 17 of 29 deliveries. Abdul Kader was the pick of the bowlers along with JJ. Abdul Kader getting 2 wickets. JJ getting 2 wickets. And then Himanshu getting 2 wickets for Lone Star Dragons. In Lone Star Dragons chase, Ankur Saini and Bhavesh got off to a flying start and they did an incredible job with a massive partnership, and then Sumir Goel came in and finished it. Ultimately, Lone Star Dragons were able to chase down the 113, losing 2 wickets in 7.2 overs. This puts them in prime position to end up in a good spot in their division. Once again, thank you very much for everyone for joining us in this game. We'll be back again tomorrow, nice and fresh. There are some murmurs of rain showers, but we are going to pray to the rain gods to stay away so that we can enjoy another fantastic game of cricket. Once again, signing off here, Prasad and myself, Anup from Atlanta. Thanks a lot to the Astral Media Group for covering wonderful images here. We'll see you. Have a nice evening. We'll see you nice and bright tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.